What immediately comes to mind when someone says Australia? House, Mr. Cruel, knives, Fosters, the Thornbirds, the Man from Snowy River, or Walkabout, the Green Whistle, True Crime, the Somerton Man calling the indigenous people blacks, or Blackie, or Bob, Steve and family, that one girl who went missing for years but she really wasn't missing, she was just hiding at her boyfriend's house. The dingo ate your baby, Cleo. Men at work. I'm sorry. I'm an 80s kid and I can't help it. That earworm gets into my brain and will not leave. And sure, Australia is a lovely place with many beautiful flora and fauna, some of which aren't even deadly. But as soon as I hear the name, my brain just screams, where women glow and men plunder. Not remotely. Because Iocane comes from Australia, as everyone knows. And Australia is entirely peopled with criminals, and criminals are used to having people not trust them, as you are not trusted by me. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you. Tall and attractive people. Not just the men, but the women and the children. No. Seriously, I used to work around Royal Australian Naval personnel and all of them were over 6 tall and ridiculously attractive. It was incredible. Death. Edit may require some explanation. Australia is one of the most beautiful countries I've seen in pictures. But the spiders, snakes, jellyfish, and other creatures scare the shit out of me. That's the first thought, so douche-learn adventures. I quote this stuff weekly. Check it out, I did some science to me portal gun, now it's a real gun. Charlene grabbed these Ripper Legends, some stubbies and a pack of menthols. We're in the bloody bush dimension. A great trip I took there as a young man. I spent a month there and went to many places. Big Sydney, Perth and small. I met friendly people and fell in love with the country. It would be a dream to return. Kangaroos. Personally, I don't believe in their existence. They are like dragons and unicorns. How can a big-footed hoppy thing that looks like a mouse evolve? I know. Right, fictional. Box jellyfish, crocodiles, snakes, blue ring octopuses, redback spiders, funnel web spiders, great white sharks. Just some of the reasons that put me off going to Australia. Kangaroos, and an endless desert with a gigantic rock in the middle. And of course lots of animals and plants that only exist to kill you in various ways. Need to visit BC, it's the only continent I've never set foot on. Then I remembered about the existence of Antarctica. But that wasn't immediate, lol. Gimpy plant, blue-ringed octopus and stonefish. Also, better pickup trucks that we have in the States. Ours are all comically huge. Deadly spiders, snakes, saltwater crocodiles, box jellyfish, dingoes and kangaroos. It seems like if it moves in Australia, it can kill you. The single other country except North Korea who didn't let its own citizens to leave the country during the Wuhan cough times. Slow agonizing death, usually, or starving, dying of thirst, being eaten alive by something that very well may look cute. Kangaroos, koalas, dingoes, the outback, Vegemite, the Story Bridge, Wolf Creek. A few of my favorite porn stars and her. The shows I grew up watching, such as Flying Doctors, Prisoner, Ocean Girl, Halfway Across the Galaxy and Turn Left, etc. Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. His family is trying their best to pick up the mantle though. His son especially. There are twice as many kangaroos than people living in Australia, over 52 million kangaroos with 25 million people. Crikey mate, he'll bite your head off. Harden the fuck up mate. That's not a knife ... The chat smoko. Goon bags. Unhinged abbreviations. Meat pies. Healthy work-life balance. The Saddle Club. The word bogan. Apparently it is the country where there is the highest likelihood for sex on the first date. Count me in. Come to Australia. Tourism scared weird little guys. We may have originated from criminals, but we have no guns, so it's a safe and comfortable existence here. That everybody needs good neighbors and just a friendly wave each morning helps to make a better day. This scene in a food show about a steakhouse in Sydney. I've never seen a steak look that good before. Hey, is that a snake? Steve, no, it's a one-way trip to heaven. Bruce is just Roger, guys. Calm down. Plumbers on YouTube. Heavy Australian accents. Kangaroos. Upside down. Spiders. Snakes. Killer trees. Inks' gorgeous Michael Hutchins, Kylie. Neighbours, Home and Away. Crocodile Dundee. Castlemaine for bye. Enjoying a cold stubby with the in-laws in the shade of the veranda on a hot Christmas afternoon. Turning a Stone Age continent into one of the wealthiest nations in the world in just 200 years. Steve Irwin and his beautiful family. Otherwise you're probably either a flying cunt or a roo. I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. Fake, fucking, venomous spiders. Okay, that's a generalization. Some of them are quite small. The Australian flag. Just like every other country for their respective flag. I immediately hear an Aussie say Australia, with a cowboy hat on, holding a bear. Austria then ... Geez, single quotes, day mate, let's put another shrimp on the barbie. After 2020 it was the word fire. That incident left a huge impression on me. That my favorite thing about Scandinavia is being on top of the food chain. Insane heat. Brightness. Desserts. Totally unlivable thanks to these things. A fling I had with an Australian named Mike. That was a fun couple of weeks. The line I Bless the Rains Down in Africa from Africa by Toto. No idea why. My brain just has to automatically repeat it Australia. Every time. Tie me kangaroo down, me kangaroo together now ... Oh cunt. I've got to say, as an Australian you made me laugh with that. Funnel web spiders. Type in snakes. I'd rather wrestle a polar bear LOL. Mickey Doohan. An amazing cricket team. Planet's most venomous snakes. Old mate Abbott chomping on an onion never fails to spring to my mind. Crikey. Australia again. At this time in their accent. Australia. Read hot comic book movie news. Shooting out your butthole. Spiders. Sharks. Hot weather. Sand. Lots and lots of sand. The meme where the guy made a mistake and went to Austria. Bruce. My trip in 1988 to perform at the World Expo in Brisbane. Dumb criminals trying to escape the police on an island. Jim Carrey's head sticking out the back window of a limo. Khaki shirt. Khaki shorts. Boots and holding a snake. Everything wants to kill you. Crocs. And Steve Irwin. I just hear Australia in a horrid Australian accent.